Hey everybody, it's Catherine. Welcome to my channel where I like to talk all things fragrance and beauty. Today I'm going to be talking about another spring fragrance. Getting a weird blink to my face. Sorry if you guys saw that too. One of my viewers recently talked so fondly about a particular fragrance that I really was intrigued and wanted to order the sample to try it for myself. He had said that it was very citrusy, and I enjoy a good citrus fragrance, so was very excited when my sample arrived. The perfume or fragrance that he was speaking of was Galloway by Parfums de Marly. I wasn't familiar with this particular fragrance, and so it was interesting and fascinating to learn more about it. The house of Marly, Parfums de Marly, reminds me a lot of Creed. It is a longer standing perfume house with a rich history. Galloway in particular opens up to a very strong citrus lemony scent with an undertow of like a sharp black pepper. It is very fresh, and yet the black pepper contrast to the citrus really gives it a bit of a confidence. I think it would be a fine everyday fragrance. However, it does have a bit of a formal feel to it, to me at least. I feel like it's a good date fragrance or a good work fragrance where you do have to go to school or go to work in more of like a semi-professional work attire. It has that elegance to it. It doesn't strike me as a casual, let's hit up the street fest type scent. A rooftop deck in the springtime at dusk with a glass of wine or a highball cocktail. I think this fragrance would fit right in. Galloway was created in 2014. It is said to be a unisex fragrance. However, I personally feel it's more masculine with that black pepper vibe to it. It's considered a citrus aromatic. The top notes are citruses and pepper. Middle notes, orange blossom and iris, and the base notes are musk and amber. I've worn this fragrance a couple times since receiving the sample. However, I did spray it a little bit before starting this video just to give myself the mood of the fragrance. Initially, it definitely had that lemon and pepper scent to it. Now I can definitely smell, it's subdued, and I can smell more of the orange and a bit of the musk. In terms of presence of the fragrance, I wouldn't say it has a very full body. It's not going to fill the room by any means. It's fragrant enough and strong enough where I think at dinner table all would be able to get hints of the fragrance, but it's not heavy enough where someone 5 feet away from you is still going to be enveloped in the fragrance. You definitely would have a very attractive aromatic trail as you pass. In terms of duration, I could smell it on my skin for a decent part of the day in a healthy amount. It didn't become just like a skin scent. It was definitely still a fragrance that I wore. So I've always been intrigued with French history. I took French in high school through college and have always just really been captivated by the rich history and culture that France embodies. So to give you a brief French history lesson, the royal court of King Louis XV was really obsessed with fragrance. He became known as the Coeur Parfumé. I'm sorry, I have a terrible French accent. It was my worst grade. And anyway, the perfumed court. He apparently demanded a different scent for every apartment every single day. in addition to aromatic scents flowing from all of his royal fountains. Louis appointed the first royal perfumer, Jean Valjean, to fulfill all of the king's wishes. These original fragrances are now preserved and housed in the Louvre in an area known as La Cour Marly, which was a former court of the royal palace. Today, the House of Marly in the 21st century has set to revive this period of this lavish luxury period of history. So he used this period of history and this historic reference to create his perfume house. He wanted to create fragrances that have contemporary stylishness, but inspired by the passions of a king, which would be perfumes and racehorses. King Louis was apparently equally obsessed with horses as he was fragrances. He built some of the finest stables of the time. During his reign, Louis XV was apparently offered 8 different Arabian horses by the King of Tunisia, which he bred with his European bloodline to create superior horses to compete in royal events. Louis wanted to celebrate these favorite horses by creating a fragrance in their honor. Parfums de Marly then has taken this idea of fragrance and horses and brought it into modern times. Julian Sprecher was the creator of Parfums de Marly. Born in 1973, he became interested in fragrances at a very young age. His father was a Guerlain representative for the Middle East. After working in the family business, distributing fragrances in both Asia and the Middle East, he started his own scent venture, and Parfums de Marly was born. He sees perfume as a time capsule and really wanted to capture this royal period of France where fragrance and horses were the celebrated obsession of 18th century France. I really enjoyed experiencing this fragrance. It's not a typical fragrance that I would be drawn to. However, I really enjoyed experiencing it and would highly recommend it to someone looking for a spring citrus confident scent. Also, if you are looking for a particular fragrance for whether it be an event or an everyday occasion, if you're having trouble finding one that you feel is what you're looking for, please comment below and let me know. I'd love to help you find the perfect fragrance for you. Again, my name's Katherine. Galloway by Parfums de Marly is the fragrance that I reviewed in this video. If you enjoyed the content, I would really appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. It really helps my channel out. Also, I would be honored if you would consider subscribing so that you can be notified when I do post new videos and new content. I try to upload 1 fragrance and 1 perfume video per week. I really appreciate you taking your time to watch this review, and I'll see you soon. Thanks.